What is up, guys? So in this video we're just going to be explaining like the basics of Thieves. So if you like a sweat, I'm just trying to look for like hourglass saves to make a video on that a little later this week. But otherwise than that, let's just get into the video. So first off is settings. Controller players, this part doesn't really apply to you, but you definitely, for keyboard and mouse players, you want to buy stuff like throwables, cannonballs, wood, bucket, stuff that you use a lot in PvP. And then a really big one for everybody's going to audio and turning up additional wheel sounds all the way up. Because what that does is it makes like additional wheel sounds for like quarter turns. Like that is a quarter turn, quarter turn, quarter turn, full turn. That'll really help with your broads because whenever you're doing like a circle broad, you can kind of like put it like right here, like memorize what which tick you want to notice for and what you're gonna do. So like the different types of broads, I'll use a dot representation. So this is a parallel, where like, you know, those ships are just riding parallel. In a circle broad, so that's a ship and that's a ship, you're gonna be going like, you know, circling each other evenly. And then you want to try to keep your cannoneer in between this, the lights lantern, and the master AC thing. The members will have cannon and goal basically all the time. And for cannoneers, for cannon, these rings on the cannon mean something. So you can have like this is far, that's medium range, and then this is close range. And then you want to be trying to, in like far shots and stuff, a lot of the cannon shots can be like angled with this right here. If you angle it at the right height and just aim it towards here, normally you'll get a lot of deaths. Especially if they're going medium still. Like for helmsman, for cannoneer, whenever you start off like a fight, you want to go while your helmsman is turning and raise it like this. Like right about there. You unangle it so it's easier to see. You want to be like right about there. So then it'll be medium speed, and you want helmsman, you want to just turn in. You want to get some fire in and stuff like that. But whenever you're shooting, of course, helmsman, whenever you're cannon shooting, come down and just rep. But don't like stay down here and hard repping, just like let your cannoneer know I'm gonna go rep. Like if you're back here, just say full deep, cannon hole, or right side. And you want to stand like right here so you can look over, make sure your cannoneer still has angle, and then go back down and rep a hole. No, a really big thing is communication. Like, if you're gonna like be doing something like stupid, tell your cannoneer like, oh, I'm gonna go over, or oh, I'm gonna jump off, or oh, I'm gonna go rep this full deep hole right here. So you don't like have that miscommunication. Like you go, and your cannoneer loses angle or something. They know to like kind of watch the ship and bucket and stuff like that. And then helmsman, if you know that the cannoneer is about to lose angle, call it. Like say like, oh, go get a bucket for me while you're on helm. And then get their angle again. And then with your helmsman, mast is you want to try to keep this reps 24/7. And then cannoneer, like what I've noticed with chain shots, which I know a lot of people suck at, is most of them are gonna fall under like around somewhere around here. That's just gonna be kind of where it goes to. And then helmsman, I would recommend double gunning, honestly. Even if you are in controller, you try to snipe a cannon line. Yes, it's gonna take a lot of like practice and stuff, but after you practice, double gunning really does like it has a lot more value than using a sword. Like there's anything complaining about swords, like I don't really care, but it's just better. It's just a double gun. You can kind of stay a lot more, you know, but if you are gonna double gun, you have to be way more like jumpy. You gotta kind of like try to jump around the ship, run around and stuff like that. And then with your blunderbuss, you can actually, if you like run, stop running, and then run again, you can pull out instantly and shoot. That's good. And then there moves quick swap. That's why a lot of people use sword, but just to combat a sword lord, if you are going to sword lord or double gunning, stay stay away from like here. You want to stay upper deck. I just try to snipe and then blunder. Instead of, you know, coming down here and trying to one blunder them. It's kind of like shit. And that's really like most of the basics for Sea of Thieves. I know some of them, I know I wouldn't really explain them that well, but I tried my best. But that's it, boys. GG's. Good shit.